Children, in the dihybrid cross, Mendel considered the two characteristics, that is the type of seeds, okay, what is the color of the seed, and what is the color of the seed, and what he had taken, the size of the seed. Okay, in the dominant character he had taken round and yellow seeds, while in the recessive character he had taken wrinkled and the green seeds. Okay, so for that, just go through the table. When there is a cross parental, two parents, parental generation, round yellow seeds, genotype for round capital R, capital R. For yellow seeds, capital Y, capital Y. When it is crossed with the recessive characters, wrinkled, small r, green, small y, because these are the recessive characters. Okay, the gametes obtained from that, capital R, capital Y, and for recessive, r, small y. When these are crossed, first filial generation will have the characteristics capital R, capital Y, small y. Okay. So herein one capital R is there, which is the dominant over the small r, while capital Y is there, which is dominant over the green seeds, small y. Okay. So that's why herein the first filial generation you are getting will be dominant only, will we have the characteristic of rounded yellow seeds. Okay, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, first filial generation, wherein the seeds are rounded yellow, but it is not completely having the characters of the dominant parent. It has some character of the recessive parent also, that is wrinkled and green, but as it is recessive, these are hidden. We are not able to see these characteristics, but they are hidden therein. Okay. So when the first filial generation F1, it becomes the parent in the P2 generation, parental P2 generation, at that time there is again selfing, means both the parents when they are crossed, capital R, capital Y, small y. When both the parents are crossed, okay, at that time, see the genotype will be capital R, capital Y, small y for both the parents. And the gametes obtained from them will be capital Y, capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Four types of gametes will be obtained. So when we are taking the male gametes, we are making four columns. Okay, four columns and four rows are made here to show the cross. Male gametes are on the top, capital R, capital Y, capital R, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Again the female gametes are taken in the first column. Children, herein you are observing that when the female gametes are taken in the columns, capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Therein when they are crossed, in the first column you are getting both capital R, capital Y, capital Y. In the second, we are going in the second line. So, capital R, capital Y, small y. Third, capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Fourth, capital R, capital Y, small y. Fifth, then come to the third column, capital R, capital Y, small y. Next, capital R, small y, small y. Next, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Last word of the third column, it is capital R, small y, small y. Then third one, capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Small r, capital Y, capital Y. Small r, capital Y, small y. And the last one, capital R, capital Y, small y. Capital R, small y, small y. Small r, capital Y, small y. Small r, capital Y, capital Y. Okay, children. So herein you are observing the varieties. So you have to count. See here the reddish one, as we had studied now the yellowish one. Come to this reddish. Herein the genotype type is given. You will observe, just you will note down how many capital R and capital Y is given. It is only 1. So you will write down there 1. Then capital R and capital Y, small y. It is only 2. So you will write down there 2. Then third is capital R, small y. That will be only 1. Then capital R, capital Y, small y. Capital Y. That will be the 2. Okay. So accordingly you observe therein which is given in the table and write there how many numbers are there. You know that as 4 columns and 4 rows are there, there will be the 16. So your genotypic ratio, what you are writing here, it should be 16. Okay. So when it is 16, you will observe the ratio. Okay. After that, if 1 R and 1 Y is there, you will write down that it is a round and yellow. If it is round and yellow, if it is having the characteristics at least 1 red and 1 yellow. Okay. So if it has both the small r and the small y, it will be rounded and the yellow. But if it has small r both and a capital Y, at that time what will be there? It will be wrinkled and the yellow. Okay. So accordingly you have to study and you will find that the ratio will be 9:3:3:1. What will be the ratio? 9:3:3:1. Okay. This is all about the dihybrid ratio. Okay. If you had understood, it's okay. Otherwise, you can ask me in any of our meeting. Okay, children. So now come to the next, that is the genetic disorder. Okay. So when there is abnormality in the chromosomes, we find some diseases occurs to the human beings. We are studying about the human beings. So if there is a, what we can say, that there is a difference, means disorders occurring due to abnormality, chromosome size is not proper, or there is a number in the change of chromosome, that is a mutation. Children, here abnormality means change in the number of genes, genetic characters, while mutation means change in the size of the gene. Okay. If you observe any of that, then accordingly the diseases are seen in the human beings. So these diseases we are going to study in detail. These diseases are of different types. We will study the disorders due to chromosomal abnormalities. We will study disorders due to the mutation, change in the structure of gene. Okay. Then we have to study then next is change in the mitochondrial structure also. Okay. So chromosomal abnormalities include either increase or decrease in the number and deletion or translocation of any part of chromosome. Okay. So chromosomal abnormalities. Mutation means what you said? Change in the structure of gene. That you were going to study later on. But chromosomal abnormality means change in the number of genes. You know, human being have 23 pairs. Okay. Means 46 chromosomes are there. But in some of the cases 22 will be the autosomes, means they will be common, but the last pair, that is the 23rd pair, it is called as the sex chromosome, which is the allosomes. So that may show certain variation, that may be less, that may be more, so that if there is any problem therein in that sex chromosome, it will cause a disease. So that we are going to study in detail. For example, we can have the physical disorder or one can have the physiological disorder. First one is cleft lip. Cleft lip means you must have seen some of the children whose lip is not complete. It is broken, or some do not have the lip also. Or albinism means white hairs, white skin, that is albinism. Physiological disorders means the sickle cell anemia and hemophilia. Sickle cells are like a sickle, as we have the blood cells. Blood cells should be oval, but they are like the sickle, means small cells. Then hemophilia means the oozing of the blood from the skin due to the small injury also. Okay, so we are going to study all these diseases after understanding the clear concept about the genetic disorders. Now children, I had explained you about the genetic disorders. Are you clear? Genetic disorders occur due to the abnormality in chromosomes, that is, change in the number of genes, or it may occur due to the mutation in gene, that is, change in the structure of the gene, that is a mutation. Okay. So, first of all, we are going to study the chromosomal abnormality, that is, increase or decrease in the number of cells. Maybe more cells, or some of the part of the chromosome is translocated past to the other part, so that are also causing the disease. Okay. Children, keep in mind human beings have 46 chromosomes, that is in the form of 23 pairs. Okay children, so we will study in detail in the next period.